Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching across the globe. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I know we don't do that again, but yeah, it's just so cool to do. Yeah, but we'll try as much as possible to be trendy. We wanna be trendy. So, hey, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so if you're just hearing my voice, welcome. My name is Sandra Deyayebelo, popularly known as SAB. Feel free to call me SAB. Okay, so this is day 9 of our, like officially, day 9 of our filmmaking workshop. So, welcome or welcome back. Feel free to jump in, have a chat. This is home. We're here to talk about AI filmmaking and how you can use AI to tell stories. Yes, there are tools available to you now to upgrade your skills. And my duty is to bring those tools to you and simplify it in the best way possible. Yes, that's the task, that's the goal. That's what I'm committed to doing with you and for you. So, welcome or welcome back. So, if you're here for the first time, introduce yourself in the chat. I want to hear from you. Tell me, talk to me. Are you just coming across this channel? Are you just coming across this workshop? I want to hear from you. So you guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please confirm you can hear me. Please confirm you can hear me. Hi, okay, so Rose is early again. Rose International, welcome, welcome, welcome. Genesis Productions, hello to you. Chimezie Nwarie, welcome. The Utumira, welcome, welcome, welcome. Favorite art, welcome. All right, so we have a lot of people here already. You guys, celebrate yourselves in the chat, please. Celebrate yourselves. We are early today. I hope we keep the energies up like this because there is a lot we want to do today. Today it is more of practicals, no too much talk. I'm just trying to warm the house up, yeah, and give 2 minutes for other people to join in. So yes, if you know someone that needs to be here now, wake them up. Let them not come here and say, I missed this, I did not know, they should not come and start taking us back or start asking questions that we cannot answer. So wake them up, wake them up, wake them up. All right, okay. Wake them up, wake them up, wake them up. We're going in depth. We're going in depth. Today we are testing our film styles. So I want to hear, let me read from you. It's been day 1 to 8. Today is day 9. What have you learned? You've been doing your assignments. I've been seeing that the groups have been really, really active. You guys share your experiences with me in the chat. Please tell me, how's it been for you? What's been the most intense moment for you? What has been the most aha moment for you? Right? The aha moment is more like, whoa, I did not know this could happen. And yes, oh my God, I did this, Share with me in the chat. I want to share in your excitement, you guys. I'm always excited whenever I'm here to talk about storytelling. Yeah, so especially now that we're using AI to tell these stories, I'm always excited. So you guys, share your experiences with me in the chat. Share your stories with me in the chat. Have you been creating? Have you been testing out what you have learned? Because the truth is, it is only practice that makes perfect. I would always say that knowledge alone is not power. It is the application of knowledge that becomes power. If you do not use the knowledge that you have gotten, then of course, that does not become power for you. It does not translate to anything. It's like winking in the dark. So you're in the dark and you're winking to yourself and you're saying, guy, I sabi do this thing, or I sabi do this thing. And it's all in your head. You're not necessarily practicing, guy. You're not going to move forward, right? You have to use it. And the beautiful thing about it is not getting stuck in our own ways, because the truth is we all want to be perfect, yeah? Try to get it right the first time. Try to polish things. No. Trust me, it is always beautiful. And I tell my mentors and everyone that I work with, enjoy the process. Don't get stuck in your own way. Don't stop yourself. Okay? let your today look like today. By the time you get to tomorrow, let your tomorrow look like tomorrow. And then when you look back on yesterday, which is currently today, right, you look like, oh my goodness, look at how far I've come. Then you can grade your success. That is something that is measurable. If you cannot measure it, then there is no success anywhere. Right? So keep practicing, practice it. Don't worry, the time for launching will come. I know a lot of us are anxious. We want to launch, right? Don't worry, that time will come. Hone your skills properly. Use your group. Practice. Show your skills, develop your skills. You guys, I love what you're doing on the group. You're giving yourselves feedbacks, okay? So beyond just giving yourselves feedbacks, focus on also making it, like, you guys give yourself positive feedbacks instead of hyping yourselves, right? Because I see that a lot of us are just hyping. The hype will not help the other person get better. If you notice somewhere that the person can improve, share it with them in a kind word. You don't need to be rash about it. You don't need to be, too harsh about it. Just be respectful and, share your opinion. It's the person's, they can choose to accept it or not. It's your suggestion. Yeah. You can say, oh, can you do it like this? Can you do it like this? The person would go back, think about it and say, okay, yeah, maybe I can, So it is a suggestion. Always try as much as possible. You guys, I love it so far, but you can do better by giving constructive feedbacks to each other. Okay. That's what your community is for. If not, we would have just said, okay, you guys will be sending you emails. Join us when we are live. We'll just send you email and say, join us. But we created a group so that you can do it together. Because the truth is, AI filmmaking we're trying to make sure that we still keep that community spirit that we have been known for, right? It's easy to get carried away doing it alone, individually, which is possible. We can all just stay in our rooms and be doing our thing, without talking to each other, right? That would create that individualism, which is what most people are afraid of. Right? That, oh, will we need each other again and all of that. But when we create a community like this and say, hey, we are doing this thing together, guess what? We still keep that community spirit, which is what we always enjoy when we go for, traditional filmmaking on set, right? We are always funny. We're always happy. It's not really about the pay. It's because you can meet people there. You laugh, you joke, you forget all the problems for a while. That is what your group is for. Right? So let us keep that spirit high. Check up on each other. Wake those people who have been sleeping. Those ones who are feeling like they are lagging behind, check up on them, wake them up, encourage them to show up, right? This is a skill that nobody can steal from you, guy. Even if you don't have money tomorrow, this skill will not leave you. Any day you pick up any device, whether it's a phone, whether it's anywhere you find yourself, you can easily tell them, go to Computer Village, go to anywhere and tell them, Uncle, can I do a flyer for you? Uncle, can I do a small video for you? Uncle, can I do this? They'll be looking at you. You don't have camera now. Don't worry, I don't need camera. Do you understand? So you guys begin to think about this. All right. So welcome to day 9. I'm here to read your chats. I have given shout out to Rose International, Genesis Production, the Utumiro. I see. Okay, the Reformers Arts Institute is here as well. The Reformers Art Institute. Is your channel now visible? I know you were complaining that your channel was not visible. Is your channel now visible? Don't worry, we'll be getting into YouTube channels, setting up and all those things. Don't worry, we'll be getting into that. I think in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be getting into that, okay? I know that a lot of us cannot wait. We just want to explore. Don't worry, we're getting to that, okay? Wake people up, invite them, let them come in. Remsen Entertainment, I see you here. Welcome, Remsen Entertainment. How are you holding up? How have you been? I know that you're going through a tough time, but I hope you're strong. I wish you all the best in your recovery. Please give yourself time to grieve as well and, push forward like you're doing. Neza Production, welcome. Wake them up. I see what Neza Production is doing. Wake them up. Aha. All right. So the journalist is also here. Who else? Favorite art. Welcome. I see you. All right, you guys. Aha. So today we are going to be exploring film styles. It's 10 minutes in, so I had to do that to get us in. We're going to be exploring film styles. So let's go over to our the discussion here for today. There are different film styles, you guys. There are different film styles. I'm not really going to focus on the film styles. I'm going to be showing you, going to be testing them out. Today is supposed to be more of interaction. It's supposed to be about testing this out. The reason I did this particular is because you're going to be experimenting throughout the weekend, right? And we are already used to a particular style, which is hyper realistic and photorealistic, right? So we're going to be testing this out together. Okay, so I'm going to be using my boyfriend. You guys know my boyfriend, right? I'm going to be using my boyfriend. So we're going to be testing all these styles out, the textures and all, to get us. Can I copy? Yes, I can copy. Okay, so the concept is this. If we just leave you guys and say, oh, just come and tell a story and go, I know that a lot of people would default to the regular Nollywood style of filmmaking, right? We just want to create normal characters, which is not bad in itself. But this, the whole idea behind creating or having this workshop is to open your mind up beyond the normal, right? A lot of people are thinking about using AI as probably like green screen or a substitute for probably actors and so on. That's not necessarily the whole concept behind creating this workshop, right? You guys are already doing amazing with it on your own, on the group. So if we say that's why we came here, then of what purpose is this? Right? We're not just here to teach you what you already know. You already generate stores. I saw someone who generated, what do we call it? A traditional Nigerian wedding, which is normal. That we already see. That is normal. Right? So how do you go beyond, over and beyond normally, with AI? That's why we are here, to broaden your horizon, to help you to think beyond, all those things that you have been admiring from Hollywood. It is possible to use our own texture. That is, I'm talking about brown skin now. I'm talking about using other animate or inanimate objects to tell these same stories. Right? So, for example, I'm going to start off with, for example, Titanic. Titanic was shot completely on a ship. Titanic was shot completely on a ship. Yeah? Even if, the behind the scenes and the rest showed other things. But what we are trying to say is, can you, as a filmmaker, I'm not tagging you a Nollywood filmmaker now, but as a filmmaker, can you begin to think about how you can tell stories in abstract places? I'm not saying be a Nollywood filmmaker now. I am saying as a filmmaker, can you begin to think about setting your films in places that ordinarily you wouldn't have thought about? Right? Can you begin to think? For example, we have Tom and Jerry, which is something that almost everybody knows. That wasn't created by us, but every African Nigerian child knows about Tom and Jerry. How? Can you focus on now creating? I'm not saying create, because I know that we are quick to jump into religious and so on. I am not saying that, but do you know you can actually create kiddies entertainment that is not religious, but morally inclined, because kids need morals. Have you thought about that? Maybe you take our own here, in the white man's land. Basically, they have mouse and cat, right? Mouse and cat. So those are things that are normal to them. Here in Nigeria, what is normal to us? Chicken, goat, dog. We see these things. Can you begin to rats, Abby? We know rats. Can you begin to create stories around them? Yeah, I think there is even the one for what do we call the other one now? Goofy is dog, right? Mickey Mouse and all of that. Mouse is something that they are used to. We know rats here. So basically, that's the whole concept of today's class. So we're going to try to, expand our horizon beyond just regular. When I say go and create a film for me, you just go and start creating a human being for me, right? You're going to have tasks where you're going to have to generate characters that are different from the regular Nollywood. I want you guys to begin to think about how you're going to tell your stories, in different formats. I want tomato to begin to talk. You guys know how tomato can, like, you see these things and you'll be like, oh, it's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Create it. It's so cute. It's so cute. Create it. Are you not a creator? Why are you stuck creating only Nollywood human beings? Create it. Abi? Oh, it's so cute when you see okra. We have okra. We have what again? All those things you see in your kitchen, the spatulas, the what do you call all those things? The pots. All those things can actually become real life. Look at what they did with Toy Story. Toy Story was about a toy. Like, the characters were there, or the human being, the boy that has the Tom Abby, what's his name? I don't remember. You know, the Tom Abby, whatever, the boy that has those toys. He basically came and then probably was abandoning his toys for the holiday, and somehow they bought him a new toy, and that new toy was thinking he was going to come and get some love or whatever. Do you see that? They took random things and turned it into what? Stories. That's what I'm challenging you to do today. Okay, so enough of my soapbox. We're going to go into trying out these styles. So what I'm going to do is I have lots and lots of them. If you want to get this is basically just 1,000 naira. This is a book of prompts. Different film styles are in here, from the top and all of that. This is basically about film styles, okay? Film prompts. So I'm just going to test out a couple of them. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this and take it to ChatGPT and tell it to give us prompts, random prompts around what we already do. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to give to ChatGPT. So we are inside ChatGPT right now, and I'm going to tell ChatGPT to take these styles that I just copied and give us detailed prompts. Now, I want one character first. Yeah. That one character is what we are going to be exploring these styles with. We're going to be using that one style. We're going to be using that character to explore the different styles. So that's what we want to do today. Okay. All right. So let's test it out first. We're going to start off with styles. I'm going off right now. You might not hear me because I'll be clicking on the microphone here to speak into the chat GPT, but please keep the chats alive. Like. Welcome anyone who is new. Introduce them here while I give the instruction to my chat GPT. Okay. Okay, so you guys, what am I doing here? So you guys can see here, I am here and I just gave a very detailed prompt to my AI. This is the current prompt that we're going to be working with. This is the current prompt that we're going to be working. Okay, this prompt is very detailed. I asked for two models here. That's two brown skin models. They are going to be the ones that we'll be using to test our styles out. Okay, we're going to be using them to test out our styles. They are practically posed in a studio, and let's see what that would look like. But first, I want to paste this here. These are the styles that we're going to be exploring. Right, so let me just copy out this initial prompt and then we go over to Gemini. I'm using Gemini today. Like I said, I don't teach you about the tools. I want you to explore other tools and find what works for you. Okay. All right, so we're going over to Gemini. All right, and I'm going to paste this prompt here, but before I do that, I need to click on the plus sign and select create images. All right, so it's going to click on you, so you see different options here. So these are also film styles. Okay, these are also film styles. Monochrome is a film style, that's black and white. Color blocking, we all know color blocking. Yeah. Runway risograph and so on. These actually will work. We are testing, actually we are going to test all of these out. I really love the fact that this is nice right now, so I might not even need to access that prompt that I put up there before. But let us start with these first and then put our prompt here. So I'm going to put my aspect ratio. So you guys, you don't see me putting that. I taught you guys the process of getting your very detailed prompt, right? But like I said, my ChatGPT already understands me. So what you want to always do is tell your ChatGPT to refer to your format, which you already have. You know the process already, right? So anytime you want to use your ChatGPT, ask it to refer to your format, what you already imputed into it, right? That's what I usually do. So it already knows me, so it can create detailed prompts like this for me. Okay, so I just carry this and come into Gemini to work. Create a very sharp image of all right, so let's have this. So I chose my aspect ratio. Now, I did not choose a particular style here, but we're going to be exploring those styles out, right? So these are part of all the journey. This is the journey basically. So like I said, you're going to be experimenting. I want us to really test them out and see. Look at this beauty here. These are our models. These are the models that will be helping us to carry out our tests today, right? As you can see them, they look like stunning, extremely stunning, amazing. These models would actually be playing the role of testing out our styles today. Okay, so now I have downloaded this image. I've downloaded this image of this amazing beautiful couple, right? We can always impute them here, bring them back and choose our style. So let me bring this image back. So let's bring our couple back, right? And then add them. So we have our characters added. So we can go back to ChatGPT where we have our, you see this here, and then copy the first style, right? So I already have my image. Oh my goodness, I lost that. Okay, I've copied it. So I come back here and I tell ChatGPT to change that style. Change the style. I know that it's still the same style because basically it's hyper realistic right now. So change the style. This particular style, real life, when you have real life characters like this, it's called a hyper realistic style. Basically it means hyper realistic. Like the word is correct. The word is clear, right? So you are getting very clear characters that look like regular human beings. That's the whole idea. That's the plan, right? So you're getting real life human beings. That's what hyper realistic means. Yeah, basically. So whether you hear it as photorealistic, whether you hear it as ultra realistic, as long as realistic is attached to it, guys, that's what it means, right? So you get these real life human beings playing your role. So if you are having your film or whatever, these are your characters. Basically, you have already created them, right? This is what most people will stop at. So that's why this class is actually important, because I said, no, don't stop there. You can actually explore more. Right, so the first style is hyper realistic. I don't think we need it because we already have it here. So let's go and copy the next style. So let's copy the next style. So this really, in traditional filmmaking, this particular styles, when you begin to change styles like this and your film has the same film look, right? So you guys see what I did here, right? So that nobody is lost. I brought back the same image. I downloaded that image that we already have. I brought it back in, and now I'm telling Gemini to change the style of the image, and then I paste the one that I just copied from my prompt book. Okay, and I put it here. So I'm not adding my aspect ratio or anything again, because it is exactly the image that I have that I'm working on. I hope someone understands now. If you're getting value, say If you're lost, say I'm lost. So I'm just going to send this and let us see what this will do. Okay, so it is the exact same image that I'm working on that I just changed. I want to change the feel, the style. So usually when we talk about styles, right, in traditional filmmaking, usually it is your editor that does the filter across your film. You guys look at this. Now, can you see this? This has taken the initial image This has taken our initial image from this bland, normal, regular, whatever this is, right? This is just the normal form, which I said everybody will stop here. But look at this. This gives it texture and a feel of Hollywood, because the style that I chose is what? Hollywood style. You can see the color grading, you can see the lighting, you can see how detailed it is. This is the Hollywood style, Hollywood texture. Okay, so usually a lot of people will be like, how do I get this, how do I get that? Well, that's why we're talking about styles. Okay, your editor is the one that usually does this, so some of us might not know it. It is called color grading in traditional filmmaking. It is the editor that usually does this part. When he is done cutting out everything and he wants to render your video at the end, what he does is that he will now add a filter that makes all your footages look the same. So this is that kind of filter here. This is the style. Okay, so now we have tested out the first style. Let's go and test out the next style. So that is why you see some of your films. So I'm testing out Hollywood and Nollywood. This is Nollywood now. So let's put Nollywood. Let's see what we get from Nollywood. So remember, this is the original image. This is Hollywood texture. Let us get Nollywood texture. So let's bring in our image. We get our image. I click. I add image. Okay, not canvas. I don't need canvas. I want to click photo. Get my photo. Get my characters, add them in. So basically I add here and say change again, change to so I put my style here. Okay, change image style, change image style to, so I put my style and I send it again. So let's see what we have as Nollywood. Okay, so the same image can get different color grades. That is what traditional filmmaking, you get that at the end of your film, right? So I hope everyone is following. There are so many styles to try to actually experiment with. So let's see. There is the classic noir. Classic noir, that's basically whenever you're talking about all those, some of us want to shoot old type of film. You remember all those films that usually we had all those film style that has like all those classic cameras, those types that look like 19 Korodo, those kind of cameras, and that's what we'll test out next. Now, of course, you guys know that Nollywood is usually extremely colorful. So look at this. This gives you the Nollywood color, very colorful feel, right? So this is color grading, you guys. This is the original feel. This is the original image, as you can see, the original image. This is Hollywood color grading. Usually, whenever you're seeing action films, thriller films, mostly they are sci-fi films and the rest, you can see the color grade here. And this, of course, you know it. You are used to this one. You always see it. All right, so let's test out the next style. This one now is noir. So we're trying to do the noir style. And then all we're going to type here, we're bringing in our image again, just like before. And then we do the change style. I know that most of us we don't care about this and we don't understand that your film style, change style to your film style actually shows your, so we're going with the 1940s film grain. So let's see how this would look like, right? So the same image, remember our models are the ones working with us, right? Our models are showing us what each style will look like. Some of us will just feel like, let me just generate image and how does that make you a filmmaker? You don't know the work that a lot of the people behind the scenes are doing. Well, this one now, when you understand all of this, you begin to appreciate everyone that is part of filmmaking, because there is the writer, there is the producer, there are the actors, there is the DOP, there is the director. Of course, they are up to the editor. Most times, you guys, when you are done shooting, you go home and sleep. You do not recognize the director. You do not recognize the editor. This is noir. This is that 1940s style. You can see our models giving us that beautiful feel of, oh my God, ooh la la. You see that, right? So this is that feel. Your camera can speak, your AI can speak that language. Any kind of camera you want to shoot with, if you can understand this, right? Because a lot of us are just thinking, oh, it's just to generate images and the rest. But do you understand the camera? Do you understand why Kunle Afolayan's film looks the way it does? Do you understand why Ebony Life films look the way they do? Do you understand why someone would choose black magic over red? Do you understand all these technicalities? This is what we are talking about. The cameras define your film style. Okay? If you can understand this, this is what stands you out from the regular person that say, oh, I know ChatGPT now. This is what stands you out from every other person. Not be AI. AI now. This is what makes you a filmmaker. Understanding the depth of the communication. We went from this all the way to this. And there are so many other styles. If you get that handbook that I'm talking about, you get 200 styles in it. Okay? You get 200 styles, but we're just trying out a couple of styles before we move into the next part of today's class. So let's go to vintage, you guys. Let's go to vintage. I know a lot of us know about vintage. So you know all those la 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 strawberry. I don't know if you guys will know that one now. You guys, I'm trying to think. Vintage, yeah. Okay, so yes, Tiwa Savage came into the limelight with her vintage style of song. That one where she did that what was that song again, self? That she never explained. Eminado, dun, 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 Eminado. I think, yeah. I'm old school like that, yeah. But I hope some of us know it, yeah? Okay, so change style. Let's change the style. We're changing, we're not creating. Change style. So I try to look for these examples so that whenever you understand. Yeah, so vintage is all those dramatic, overtly dramatic, romantic, romance style, all those things, yeah? Change style to... All right, so we add vintage here. So remember the initial noir was 1940s. Now we're going with 1980s, right? So retro, VHS, and the rest. You guys, do you see that we're going technical, right? So it's not just about saying, let's just go and create a image. A lot of us enjoy doing that, right? We're just creating images. We don't understand the camera we want to use, all those things, the technicalities, the color palette, and so on. You guys, can you see the details here? Can you see the details? This is what separates you. So when I say go and give me a film, you can actually give me a film that is you. Can you guys see the difference? Can you see the difference? You guys should know this one now. You should even see this one. See the camera. You see all those glitter. You see all those glitch. You see all those things. I know that some of you have seen it in even your CapCut and the rest. They have filters like this. Right? You see these memories, 86 and the rest. You know this one. You know this style, right? So you see where we have come from all this way. We came from here, which is the normal, trendy. When I say go and generate image, you will give me this one. Nothing else added to it. No touch of filmmaking attached to it. This is just regular, yeah? But when a filmmaker touches your pictures or your frame, as we call it, you get something like this. Okay, so we have come all this way. So let's go to 1990s. This is 90s. Okay, so we have done 1940s. We have done 1980s. Now let's go to 1990s and then let's see what this looks like. Okay, so we are here to change the style. We're going to bring in that image again. Change the style to, let's click and get our image. We're clicking to get our image. Okay, click get our image, come back in here and then add the style. And you guys, you can see this one. This is going to come out looking nice. So let me see if anyone is missing in action. If you're missing out, say I'm lost. If you're getting value, say So I hope you're beginning to appreciate the value of your craft. I hope you're beginning to understand it so that when your friend or your family or somebody is saying, not be just to, you go tell them, say, no, it's not just to. You don't understand. You don't understand. You guys, look at this. Yeah, we all saw some of these styles, right? 1980s, this is 1990s. You can see that we are all very conscious of the bling bling, everything gold, 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 and so on and so forth. You can see that here. You can see how dark, most of the colors look and the rest. These are deliberate. Can you see how your AI is versatile? You couldn't have imagined that, you could just take an image, because of course all of us know how to do this one. Yeah, create a very sharp image for me. I want her to wear yellow and red. I want him to wear blue and white, and we just do this one. And then we go and sleep. We say we have done work. How does that separate you from the normal person? You know how we say literate and illiterate, right? How does that separate you as a filmmaker? How you want to distinguish yourself? How do you now say, no, I'm a trained filmmaker? How do you argue your case? How do you argue your case? If you do not know your cams, if you do not know the technicalities behind manipulating those images to tell the exact story you want to tell. Remember, we have talked about the times, the seasons, if you are telling a story of like 1900s, why am I seeing your camera looking like, do you understand what I'm saying? That's why you see some of those good old music, like we'll see all those music when they are wearing what do they call it, they are wearing their traditional attires, and we still fall in love with it because it gives us, it resonates with us, it gives us that deja vu, that oh my god, it feels so close to home, right? Because the filmmaker understands these technicalities, because they understand these technicalities. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. Okay, so now we're going to add our image. This is the last style we're going to be testing before we go over and ask our characters to do something else for us. Okay, so we're changing style now. You can get the whole 200 if you guys want. Okay, you can request for it and get the whole 200. It's just 1,000, like I said. Get your own copy and have access to the whole 200 styles. So this is the last style. This is 7th style. Change the style to... We're doing this here, and then we're just going to test this out, and then we're going to go to something else. Now, this is 3D Pixar style animation. Some of us have seen this. A lot of people on my community already engage with this, and they enjoy using this style a lot. This gives you an opportunity to manipulate your film and tell a story that gives you distinction, that is not just lost. This is how to tell a story. We took the regular real life characters and we gave them what? This. You guys, can you see how we translated our regular to Barbies? Can you see how cute? Why can't I see more cartoons like this? Why can't I see more cartoons like this? When I say go and do film for me, you guys will go and be doing real life. I'm tired of seeing real life films. Now, I'm not tired of seeing your faces, but do you understand? We need more characters like us on screen. So why are we not having more of this? Do you understand? So can you see how we have gone from that all the way? We have gone from this. We have gone from real life. Can you see that? All the way to animated style. You can tell your story if you understand the styles. This is how to tell your story. Okay? So I hope someone is getting value. I hope someone is getting value here. If you're getting value, you know what to do. If you're getting value. If you are lost, say, I'm lost, find me. If you're getting value, say, If you are lost, say, I am lost, find me. I am lost, find me. Say it. But if you're getting value, do you understand, you guys? Let's go. Light up the chat. If you have not clicked the like button before, click. But if you have, no need to click it again. Don't click it again. If you have, but if you have not, you can click it. Okay. So I see a lot of All right, so beautiful, you guys. We have seen that you can manipulate your characters, your film look. Basically, we have manipulated our film look from realistic film style. We have gone from realistic film style to Hollywood film style to Nollywood film style to, of course, the noir 1940s. We have also gone over to the 1980s, and now the 1990s, and now the animation style. There is so much you can do with this. Okay, it's all up to you. It's in your hands how you want to tell your story, the feeling you want to arouse with your story. Okay, now that we now know film styles, guys, let's move over to more in-depth ways where we can give life to other things. Yeah, now we have tried the regular, so I have done the human being thingy, which most of us like to do. But what if we want to test out things like our rats have cucumbers, have spatulas, becoming characters in our story? I want us to have that at the back of our mind. It is possible to do. I know most of us grew up watching Nollywood. We only saw characters shouting, crying, jumping on the ground, rolling on the floor. Human beings. That's the only thing we saw. But this is the new generation. You are the new generation storytellers. So it is in your hand now, and it is up to me to open your mind and help you begin to see that this is now the level playing field for most of us. So please, let us begin to tell more stories. Spaceships. Yes, it is possible to say Africans go to space. Spaceships, let us see it, imagine it. Let us see underwater stories. Yes, let us imagine it. Right, let us begin to see all of that. So yes, let us go over to that and have a new feel. So I'm going to give a new command to my AI. We're back in ChatGPT. So I'm going to give ChatGPT my command as usual, and then tell it to give us a list of, we're still going to use our models, by the way. We're still going to use our models. Our models are still here. We created them specifically for the reason to test these ideas out, right? So we're going to use our models, but in the meantime, we want to test out different styles. Okay, we want to test out different styles. So my duty now, what I'm going to tell ChatGPT to do, is give me a list of different styles that will make our characters come alive, right? So work with me here. Okay, so I'm gonna go and voice. You know how when I do it, you will not hear my voice for a bit, but I'm still here. I'm just giving command to my ChatGPT. Okay, let me give command to my ChatGPT, and then we'll come back. Okay, I'll come back. Once you don't hear my voice, know that I'm talking to ChatGPT here with the microphone. So my live microphone will not work, but the moment I am done talking to ChatGPT, my microphone will work. Okay, so please keep the chat alive. Welcome new people into the chat and let them understand what's going on. All right. Okay, so you guys, I just gave the prompt to my AI. We're starting off with inanimate objects, and then we're going to go over to animals, and then after that we're going to explore probably the planets. We're going to explore, I see someone wrote a planet here. We're going to explore maybe the underwater scenarios and the rest, so these are some things that we can explore. So I'm going to take this is my first prompt from here. Okay, I'm taking that prompt, and then we're going over to here. We're going to bring in our characters again. So I'm going to start a new chat. We are done with the styles, film styles, right? We're going into how to build new characters, right? So we're going here, we just start here, and then I bring in those characters again. I'm bringing in my characters as usual. So I'm just going to click here, bring in my characters. Bring in my characters, and then click here, and then put change characters to... Okay, so I'm going to paste the new the new prompt that I just copied. And of course, I'm going to change the aspect ratio to 9:16, just because, okay, well, it doesn't really matter because I brought in the images of my characters, right? So yes, so let's see this. You can begin to tell stories of inanimate objects. For example, imagine having giant babies, right? There was a cartoon they called Baby Boss or something. You guys look at this. Okay, so you guys look at this. This is another style of characters. You can see that they look like pineapple, and probably, what does she look like? I don't even know what fruit she is right now. Maybe she's like orange. Yeah, she looks orange, so she's probably orange, and the guy is pineapple. You guys, can you see that? That's so cute, right? So you guys have seen this on your social media, right? You have basically seen this on your social media. Like, people just use these characters and tell them to speak. They make conversations, and you like it. But can you actually do this? Yes, you can, right? You actually can. You can. So basically, that's what I'm saying to you. What if you decided that you want to tell stories like this and make your characters look like, inanimate things? So let's go and copy the next prompt. And, so, okay, she's a pear. He's a pineapple king, and she's a pear king. Yeah, pear queen. All right, so let's go with teapot wife and spoon husband. Okay, so the same characters, we bring them in, and yeah, let's have them. We bring our characters in again. Of course, we can easily just let that, we can just start all over and just create a regular one. Change the characters to, so I add that prompt, and then, yeah, just allow it. So you can see that this is possible. Yeah. I love this. Someone says, I want to do sleepers king and sock queen. You see, I love it because you guys, I want to see it. You guys, this is the fun of it. Yeah. The more we can have, you guys, can you see this? Even though he doesn't look, but the man looks like a black man anyway. His face looks like a black man, but the woman looks, like a white woman. But yeah, it is possible. Yeah, imagine you have this and they're talking. Have you seen all those medical videos on YouTube where they have like blood, a drop of blood, and the drop of blood is talking, explaining medical terms to you and the rest? I know you have seen them. So that is possible. This is why we are doing this today, so that you can begin to think beyond just creating regular, real human beings, right? I want you to begin to think beyond that. This is possible. Look at this. You have taken random, regular people that we created, and we have turned them into, spoon and a teacup. Basically, and they look really, really nice. Okay, so yes, it is possible, and I want to see all the possibilities that you can think of. I want to see you test out all the possibilities that you can think of. Okay, so let's go and get more. Remember, today my duty is to inspire you, because basically you're going to be doing a lot during the weekend. You're not resting. I hope you did not plan to rest this weekend. You're going to be experimenting. You're going to be testing all of this out. Okay? That is the job this weekend. That is your job this weekend. You are not resting. Okay? You are not resting. Don't think that, oh, I'm here to rest. No, you're not. Okay? So let's change these characters again. Change the characters to, I'm going to paste that again and allow it to, simmer. So you guys can see that this can go on and on and on. What can you think about? What can you think about? What's the weirdest thing? You remember when we talked about contrasts? We're not just talking about contrast for the sake of it. We're talking about, yes, plantain and egg. Yes. 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 Oh my goodness. Yes. Why not? Why not? You guys, this is, I want more like that. Okay, so now we have a standing fan and we have a refrigerator and they are dating. Isn't this so cool? Isn't this so cute? Yeah? We have a fan and a refrigerator and they are dating. This is such a love story. This is such a love story. I want to hear their love story actually, how they'll be arguing. By the time they're arguing, the man will be like, voo, 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 voo. By the time they're arguing, the woman will be like, boom. Do you get? Oh, it'll be so romantic. Imagine guys, this is so interesting. Okay. So let's go over to paintbrush and palette muse. Okay, so there's just so much. Okay, there's just so much. You guys can see I did a lot of that. Let's try the watermelon and coconut. I kind of like this one. Before we go into animals, I want us to jump into animals. I hope you're getting refreshed. I hope you're getting inspired. If you're getting inspired, you're getting value. Say If you're lost, say I'm lost. Confess so that you can be helped. Confess so that you can be helped. Okay? Confess so that you can be helped. You can be helped. You can find help. Please, you guys, help anyone who is confused in the chat. Change the characters to. Okay? So your duty is to understand that this is in your power. This is not just to hand you like, oh yes, come and do like every other person will say, oh, I do AI. No, this is a skill that you can actually master. You are in control of your skill. You are in control of your story. You are in control of the tools. You tell the story. I want everyone that is listening to be in charge of this. It is you. You tell the story. You are in charge of it. Okay, so the lady is watermelon this time. And the guy is, I don't know what he is this time. He's supposed to be coconut, but we don't see coconut around him. Yeah. Okay, so we can start a new chat. Whenever you see this happen, your AI is probably just tired. So we can start a new chat and, have a go at it again. Yeah. Have a go at it again. That happens. Don't be worried. Whenever that happens, it's normal. It's normal. We have seen most of it, so it's usually just normal for us. Okay, so we just put here and say yes. We copy that and then just put change characters. Change characters to and then we just go. Okay, so basically this is it. All right, so once we're done with this, we go over to animals. It is possible to also have animals. You guys, let me see suggestions in the chat. What should we create? We have touched on inanimate objects. We're going into animals. What other type of film have you seen? Okay, so this is worse, but I kind of like it, the fact that their colors now align. And she has the seeds on her face. And her body is like, what do we call this? What do we call this? Oh my goodness, it's so cute. And the guy is actually looking like coconut. Oh my goodness, his skin is cracked like coconut. Okay, right? So we see this here. It really looks like maybe they were going for a costume or something. Yeah, right. It's possible that they were going for like a costume party and they decided to do this. So whatever, we just give them that. Yeah, we'll just give them that. Okay, so let's move on. So we're going to the animal kingdom. This is the next 7, right? This is an X7, so we just pick this, and then we go over to this, right? And we just go, okay, not canvas. I'm trying to be fast. I hope you're getting value. I hope you're enjoying today's class, you guys. There are so much you can actually do. Okay, so I'm going to be shouting out people in the chat again very soon. Change the characters. Yes, transform the characters. Aha. Okay, so this time we're trying something in a panther, and so let's see if we can get something like that. So we have chimps and orangutan. Okay, I think I'll just copy this chat and change that and just add that here. Change it to, okay, so I won't mess up this prompt. I'll just ask my ChatGPT to do that. Okay, so let's have more suggestions. Then I think now I can pick from the chat. Actually, I think I'm more comfortable. Oh my goodness. Ooh, this looks so good. This looks so good. I love it. I love this. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see that? A white lioness and a black panther. Oh my goodness. That will make a beautiful fantasy film. You guys, I love what I'm seeing here. Okay, so let me try the chimps and orangutan. Okay, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to give me that chat. Okay, so let me give it that. Okay, so we have a warthog and the rest. Let me copy that here, and then I'll just tell it to do the same for. Let me see are there other suggestions that we should work on. Are there other suggestions that we should work on? Are there any other suggestions? Okay, so just that one. So let me go off mic and talk to it. All right, so you guys, I have given ChatGPT the task. It's going to work on the one for, we have an order here. There's an order for the chimps and orangutan. So that's working here. Okay. So let's have that. Let's go back and do the one for the first option before we come back and get that one. And yeah, we put that here. And yes, change characters. So you guys, you now have options of characters. You now see that you have options of characters so that you're not just thinking one way, right? It is also possible to have our characters as our classmates. That's what we will be doing this weekend. So you guys will exchange pictures with each other, right? And then you star in each other's films. Don't worry, we're going to have you guys starring in each other's films before the end of these sessions. You guys, look at this. Just look at how beautiful this is. Just look at this couple. Oh my goodness. Just look at this. Imagine you were having them quarreling or talking, right? We're going to have this. Look at how nice. Look at how cute. Yeah? So, okay, so let's go and get that order. We had an order here. So let's copy that. We have a very, very detailed prompt for them. Okay, so let's copy that. Okay. We'll just copy that here. Okay, so I think that's very, very detailed. Let's copy that. Do we have, okay, so we have ant and scorpion. We have another order for ant and scorpion. We have another, do we have another order here? Okay, no, just ant and scorpion. So we'll try that. We'll try that out. I like it. Okay, so let's try that here. Okay, so we're just going to say change the characters. Change the characters to, of course, we're going to put the details here, but let me remove all those extras. We had more extras here at the top, at the bottom. So let's just remove those extras. Okay. All right. So I think we got that. We got that out of the way. Yeah. Okay. I thought we got that already. transform. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's get that. Okay. All right, so let's have that. You guys, please be mindful of what you write on the chat so that YouTube will not take down the video. We have ant and squirrel, scorpion. We have tortoise and okay, so I don't know why this came out like this, but this is nice. They look like giants in a fantasy novel or whatever this is. Maybe it did not get the feel. It really did not get the notion. So I think I might type it myself. Let me give it the orders myself. Let me type it. Okay, so here are the orders we have. Here are the orders we have. Okay, so female. Okay, so male is equals to ant. Female equals to scorpion. What other order do we have here? I think we have tortoise and squirrel. Okay, male equals to is it male or female? I think it's female that stands by the this. So let's go with female here, male here. So let's go with female, male. Okay, female will be tortoise. Male will now be squirrel. Okay. I don't know why I'm writing squirrel. Okay. Any other order? We don't have another order here. Snake and mouse. Okay. Snake and mouse. Female snake equals to snake. Male equals to mouse. Okay, so I think we're good. Right? All right, so let's have that. Okay, so these parents are good, so let's have that. You can see it already understands and it's already taking the orders. Can you guys see that? You see why I love ChatGPT, yeah? This love is wicked. This love is wicked. Oh, this love is wicked. He understands. He get it. Okay, so let's do this. Change the characters to. Once you can program your AI, it works for you. It understands, it takes what you give it, yeah? And it gives you exactly what you ask for. So we have those orders, right? So we can go ahead, test this out, other options, other ways that we can do this. We can have chairs, tables, we can have shelves. I don't know why this is looking like this. Okay, you guys, the watch is hanging on the scorpion's tail. Isha is wearing a scorpion costume, so maybe they are living in like a sci-fi world, and you can see that her leg is looking like a, what do we call this one? She looks like an ant, yeah, and you can see her anta. Abi, now anta they call that thing now, and she has the ant butt, yeah. So you guys can see that, right? So you guys, it's possible. It's possible. It's weird, but yeah, it's possible. And I'm sure we've seen some of these things in like all these sci-fi films, and we didn't laugh at it because yeah, someone came up with crazy stuffs like, okay, for example, you have watched Avatar and you saw what they did with all those characters. You've watched what's the other one? They have all these weird characters on there, where they'll paint the characters green, they'll paint the characters whatever, and you believe it. Yeah? Are there people like that? So you can create your own. We can say, yeah, she's a red-skinned person, she's a that, and so on. You know, yeah, it is possible, right? So let's have the tortoise and squirrel couple. Okay, so let's go. Completely new characters. Let's see. We have not touched on the other ones. I want us to go into fruits and foods and the rest, and vegetables and the rest. Completely new design. Change characters to, so we put that there and then allow it to do its job. Okay, so yes, we can have these characters as anything at all. It is possible to think and do, right? So I want us as creators, because now we have gone beyond Nollywood creators, I don't want to call you Nollywood creators again, as creators, to begin to explore. Yes, it is possible. Oh my goodness, they look so good together. They look so good. This is the highlight for me today. This is the highlight. Oh my God, she's a baddie. Can you see her glasses? She's a baddie. Oh my goodness, she's got a bag next to her. And he's got his sneaks. Right, that's so cute with the trimmed what they call it, dirty jeans. I mean, what do they call this one? Right, they're so cute. This is the highlight for me. Yeah. You're so cute. Who made this order? You guys celebrate whoever made this order today. This is so cute. They're so cute together. I love it. It's too cute, honestly. Right. Okay, so let's go. The last one from here before we test out. There are so many. You're going to be testing this out throughout the weekend. I want to see the weirdest ideas. I want you guys to come up with the weirdest ideas, like for characters. Like you have to just go over and beyond, right? Test it out. What's the worst that can happen? Right? Your AI is not going to break down. Your AI is not going to break down. Right? So your duty is to come up with these ideas. You're in charge of the story. What exactly do you want to convey? Right? So your duty is to come up with all of the weirdest ideas possible, to tell your story. So you guys look at this. So let's go. We have gone from regular, normal human to, we have had this couple, the lioness and the panther. We have had the goats and the, what do they call this one now, warthog, right? We have gone to the fantasy world where they are giants and see the castle very small, and they are looking so, like, this can be like all those if you want to create like all those gods, stories about gods and the rest, right? What if the female goddess is just so vain, and and he says the king is just such a simp, and he says, I'm gonna give you everything, I'll give you human beings and everything, anything you want, all of that, whatever. Just coming up with crazy stories. And of course, we've also gone to the ant and the scorpion, and basically they look like they're living in another world. And we go over to, this is the highlight for me today, the couple who are like the tortoise and the squirrel. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. They're so cute together. And OMG. Okay, so I was saying that was the highlight for me today. But, oh my God. Just look at this. Who made this order? Who made this order today? This is so cute, you guys. They actually look really good. You guys, can you see that? It's just your imagination. It all rests on your imagination. I was thinking the other one was like the highlight, but I think this one, right? I was thinking, I actually think this is the highlight. Oh my goodness. I don't know who is going to kill who here. I don't know how to make this love work, really. I really don't know how to make this love work, but I'm here for the love story. That's the contrast, right? The person that came up with this, you actually were thinking about contrast. So how will they make this love work? All right, so but this is the love story for me. This guy actually runs very fast and this one is very slow. So I think this love story actually works perfectly. Honey, I'm coming. And the guy's like, I'm already at the venue. Where are you? And basically we just have this constant bickering between the two of them, and it just makes for good TV. Yeah, so you guys, this is so beautiful. Shout out to Oladune Productions. You guys can see them in the chat. Please celebrate them in the chat. Oladune Productions, hello to you. How are you today? Celebrate Oladune's Productions. This particular workshop is brought to you in partnership, SAB Studios NG, in partnership with Oladune Productions. And this is such an amazing journey. I've been enjoying this journey so far. Our participants are amazing. You guys, celebrate yourselves in the chat. You've been amazing. You have been amazing. Celebrate yourselves in the chat, okay? Celebrate yourselves in the chat. I love all of you. You're so amazing. You're so talented. It's such a honor to be working with you to build your dreams, your vision, and so on. All right? Okay, so before we call it a day, we're going to give one or two orders to ChatGPT as we wrap up the day, right? You can see there are so many orders here. There is female butterfly, male rhino, female flamingo. There are so many orders here. So you can see that it's possible to do. But let's give a final order. Final order for the day to ChatGPT. Okay, for the day. So I'm thinking I want to do something for mermaids, male mermaids, male brown skin, merman and female mermaid, female brown skin mermaid, because I know that we all don't want to go there, but because our parents will shout blood of Jesus. But then we all watch Little Mermaid. She sings so much. She does all of that. Good wins over evil, right? So we are going to test it out because, we can begin to tell these stories and change the narrative that we are all black skin. Whenever, how they have magnified white to be good and black to be demonized and bad. So let's change it. The most beautiful final order of the day, the most beautiful male brown skin merman and female mermaid. I need vegetables, male and female veggies, male. I'm thinking pepper and onions. I'm thinking male and female. Male onion, male okra and female tomatoes. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, so final order for the day. Let's see what this would look like. Yeah, so you guys, it's possible to do, right? I want us to begin to think outside the box. What are those things that they have demonized about us, right? That you need to be delivered from. So how can you retell the story? Take back the power and tell your story. Take back the power and tell your own story. Say, no, white is not evil. How about white becomes the demon? How about that? It's possible, right? How about that? Why do we always have to have black? When it's black, then it's evil. Change the characters. I'm not saying that some people don't believe all those things, but we're storytellers, you're creators, you have the power to shape imaginations, to shape lives, to shape thoughts, right? So instead of limiting yourself to what you have been told or forced to believe, can you believe something new? Can you believe something else? And yes, it is possible to have a story where we have, probably a folktale story and so on. Look at how beautiful the scales and the seashells. So her designer bag became made of seashells. Our designer bag became made of seashells, and you can see them. They look so beautiful. They are not demonized, right? I know that some of us want to start to whatever, but this can become a story. Okay, you can tell a story of how one was lost, just like they did with Little Mermaid and so on, falling in love with a human and trading their good for evil or whatever. It all comes down to your story. That's what I'm trying to show you. So whatever you have seen, whatever you feel like can become a story. Please do not limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. That's the whole goal. It is not just for fun. We're not doing this to just make you laugh and shout and jump, right? We are doing this to open your mind up to see that, hey, it is possible to do differently. It is possible to think differently. It is possible to have differently, right? So everyone has been stuck doing the same thing, but you do not get different results when you do the same thing. We all know that rule. You cannot keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. No, it does not happen like that. So can we begin to tell more stories about our blackness, our Africanness, right? That probably when someone is wearing red or they tie something that is red or whatever, it does not mean that, Now, this exactly is why I wanted to do this today. This is why I chose to do this particular one. And I guess this is my highlight for the day. Yes, I think this is my highlight for the day. Honestly, I think this one works. This one gives the highlights for today. So we have the onion lady and the pepper man. You can see this here. We have the onion lady and the pepper man. Oh my God, they look so cute. See her onion dress. Just look at that dress. Can you beat that? Normal onion, they usually get layers. Look at the layers of her dress. Can you see that? It looks so cool, so cute, right? So the final order for the day is okra, and just like someone has rightly pointed out in the chat. Right. Okay, so I hope we're getting values, you guys. Did you get value today? What is your takeaway from today, you guys? As we are wrapping up, please tell me your takeaway from today. Share your takeaway in the chat so that some people who probably do not understand it, will just skim through, will see that, hey, there was something to learn here today. Tell me your takeaway from today's class. Please share it in the chat. Share it in the chat as we come to a close. Share it in the chat as we come to a close. What's your takeaway from today's class? What's your takeaway from today's class? Okay, so I'm waiting to see. I see I am Matanga. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. That's why we did that. That's why we had to do it. That's why we had to do that. Okay, so you guys, you can see. Oh my God. Okay, sometimes you get this, yeah? So you can see the guy's okra face. They just had to keep him okra, and the lady is all painted red. If you saw this on a Hollywood film now, you say, oh, it's so cute. Can you see our own can actually look like that? Can you see that we can actually have characters like that? Right? All is possible. It is possible. It's all in your mind, right? Whatever you choose to believe, it is possible. Whether you say it's not possible, whether you say it's possible, you are correct, Abby. So that's how we come to the end of today. Where's my highlight for today? Okay, so let's end with this one as my highlight for today. I love this, right? So you guys, thank you so much for being part of today's class. You're going to get your assignments as usual. Diary session is on hold right now. If I see more people asking for the diary session, then yeah, I'm going to do the diary session today. Probably we should limit it to weekends so that we'll have more people getting involved, right? Are we all interested in the diary session? Should we continue the diary session? Are we going to attend to the diary session? Are we all going to attend to the diary session this weekend? You guys tell me if we would attend to the diary session. That's how we come to the end of today. So shout out to who are those in the chat. Okay, so I see the Reformers Art Institute. Celebrate the Arts, Reformers Art Institute. Rose International, celebrate you. Genesis Production, celebrate you. The Utu Mirror, celebrate you. Who else is here? Mobi Studios, celebrate you. Chimezie Unwarie, celebrate you. Ramson Entertainment, celebrate you. Olufumilayo, celebrate you. I caught Sin, yes, celebrate you. Elise TV, celebrate you. Ola Donate Production, celebrate you. We also had our mentor in the chat, KK Simini. Studios. Are they here? Are they still here? KKC Mini Concept. Yes, celebrate KKC Mini Concepts. That's the mentor for today's class, today's session. So you guys celebrate them, celebrate yourselves in the chat. You've been amazing. You have done amazing. This is day 9, you guys. Are we pumped to go into day 10, day 11, and so on? Are we looking for the next days? Are we looking for the next days? Are we looking for the next days? Are we looking forward to the next days coming, the incoming days? All right, let's celebrate ourselves. Okay. Okay, so oh my goodness, Nigerians don't carry last. I'm loving the chat, you guys. Let's take this back to the chat. I'm loving this. Okay, anyone who is not on the group chat, you are missing, honestly. You guys, tell them how much they are missing. Tell them how much they are missing. They need to attend. They need to be part of that group. That group, they don't sleep. They are always active. They are always active. Something is always happening on that group. Seriously, if you're not there, you are missing. All right? So it is possible. It is possible. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being part of here. Thank you so much for being part of today's class. Thank you so much for doing this. Remember, this is going to be your assignment throughout the weekend. Yes, we want to see how much you can create, how much weird things we can come up with. Not just weird things, but of course, how creative we can be, and we can put our creativity to use with this tool. Remember, the tool does not create. The creator creates. If you don't tell it what you want, it is going to give you whatever. Remember that it is garbage in, garbage out. But remember who is the pilot, who is in the driver's seat, who is not outsourcing their brain. That is you. So celebrate yourselves in the chat as we come to an end today. I celebrate all of you. I celebrate all of you. I celebrate all of you. Thank you so much. The Reformers Arts Institute is saying the technicalities behind fine-tuning your film is not just about prompting, but attention to details. That is the highlight for today's class. Thank you, everybody, for being part of today's class. I'll be back again. We'll see you again on Monday. Okay, so... oh, you guys are just coming in with your feedbacks. Okay, so I see another feedback from Rose International Studios. My takeaway is how to think far beyond human characters, using black characters to make animations. Yes. Thank you for that feedback. And please, let's